Hey guys, I'm excited to be bringing you another eShakti haul and review today, and this time it's sort of a winter theme. I ordered all of these pieces in November thinking that I would have some pieces that I could wear over the holidays and to the office and those kind of situations for the wintertime. Before I get started, I do want to mention, if you haven't ordered from eShakti before, I have a referral code that I believe will get you $50 off. I'll put that down in the comments, and then that does give me a discount on a future order as well. But definitely don't pay full price if you are trying them for the first time. And also they're always having like different sales and coupons and things, so check that out. But I think the referral code usually is like one of the better deals that you'll find. So I'm going to first tell you about each of the pieces that I purchased, and then I will cut in, a try on, and I'm also going to be styling each of them in a couple different ways to show you, especially like I mentioned, wearing them for winter. Some of them maybe are not traditional winter pieces, but before we get started, I need to tell you what happened with this order, because this has never happened before. I have been shopping from eShakti for many years, like probably 15 years or longer, okay? And they make these custom pieces. If you're not aware of eShakti, they will custom make any pieces according to your particular size measurements or other specifications. Like you can customize the sleeve type, the skirt length, the neckline. You can change the fabrics now. So there's lots and lots of customizations, and for what you get and the level of customizing that they do, it's really impressive the time frame that they turn these things around in. It's not going to be the same as ordering from Amazon and getting it the next day, but considering that they are making each piece from scratch and to order and to your specifications, it's pretty impressive that usually I get things within like a few weeks, like definitely less than a month. So I was really surprised this time when I placed that order back in mid-November, and by mid-December I hadn't gotten anything yet. And for each piece that they're producing, it shows a little progress bar of like, you place the order, they make the pattern, they're cutting the materials, they're producing it, checking it, and shipping it. And my little progress bar never progressed. So I did reach out to them, and and I said, I've been shopping from you guys for years. This is the longest that anything has ever taken to even start progressing. So they explained they were having some issues with a fabric supplier or some of their fabric supply, and that was holding up the whole order. I think it was just the fabric for one item, but it was holding up the whole overall order. And I said, like, if this is gonna be a problem, can you send me the other stuff? And then maybe when that last piece is ready, send it, or maybe that one gets canceled if it's really gonna be an ongoing problem. So they did. It was actually very nice working with them, and they did go ahead and send me those other two pieces. And then a couple weeks after that, I got the final piece. So I'll show you when I get to it which ones were which. So overall, I didn't actually receive these pieces until January, which is really unheard of. So I just want to put that out there because I know people have different experiences with the shipping timelines, and like I said, I have never experienced anything like this before, but I did reach out to them and they were very nice to work with, and I did eventually get everything. So that is what I'm going to be showing you today. So the first piece I'm going to show is the Wayward Fancies Floral Bird Butterfly Print Georgette Tiered Skirt. So this is a long maxi skirt, and it's in this beautiful like navy and turquoise floral print. And I'd been looking at some of the maxi skirts. I wasn't actually going to get a patterned one, but I ended up really liking the colors in this one. And I did just customize one aspect of it. So I'll put the original on screen over here. In my customized version, I just changed the length to ankle length. So you'll see in the original picture, the model is wearing heels, and it's a long length with the heels on, and I don't wear heels. So I figured ankle length, then it will work with me wearing flats. Okay, so we're going to start with the maxi skirt, and as I mentioned, the only thing that I changed on this one was I made it ankle length, which for me is perfect. Hopefully you can see my feet. Is perfect for me wearing flats or, with sandals in the summertime. And obviously I have this styled in a little bit more of a summer way right now. I did just want to mention it has pockets, as does almost everything that eShakti makes. You can have the pockets taken out as one of the customizations if you want, but honestly, I don't know why anyone would want to get rid of the pockets, and they really are like deep, good, usable pockets. You can keep your phone in them. You can actually keep things inside them. So this skirt is like a double layer. There's an inner kind of silky feeling, a little bit stretchy feeling material, and then the outer chiffon layer, and they are connected together, so you're not gonna have, you know, the outer layer like rising way up above the inner layer, but it does give it a little bit more weight, and you know, the chiffon is very light, so obviously you would like see through it. I actually have a chiffon skirt that I was wearing all summer last summer before I realized if you stand in front of the light, you can see right straight through there. So this basically has like a built-in slip, a little built-in protection for that. And then it is made of like 4 tiers of material, so there's like a little seam across each one, and it does have a drawstring, which I'm not a humongous fan of drawstrings because I feel like they just add extra bulk to like a part that you might be wanting to reduce the bulk from, but this is actually a really, really skinny little string. So I had thought about just pulling it out because it does have a good elastic waist, and the drawstring doesn't really do anything to keep it on or keep it up, but it's not bugging me too much, so I figured I'd keep it. And it has like nice little metal ends on the string, so it's like a nicely made drawstring, but overall it's just a very nice, you know, swirly, swishy kind of skirt. So now what I wanted to do though is restyle it a little bit for potential winter wear. So here I've just very simply added a kind of chunky sweater on top instead of the tank top. I actually have the tank top underneath, so you can layer it up. But I didn't even change the shoes. I'm still just wearing flats. You could wear this with boots too, obviously. And then I did just tuck it in a little bit in the front just to like give it a little bit more of a shape, but you don't even have to do that. I mean, you could leave it loose like this depending on the length of the sweater. This was just a little bit longer, so I just wanted to like tuck it a little bit and let it hang over. But you know, it's like a cozy, comfy, flowy kind of feeling, but would not be out of place at the office. I actually see people in maxi skirts at my office all the time now, so I would probably wear something like this to work one day. So let me know what you think about this as a winter styling of a traditionally spring or summer kind of piece, and let me know what you would do to make this more winter appropriate. Okay, the next piece is the Wayward Fancies Swiss Dot Georgette tiered dress, and the original style is on this side, and it really caught my eye. But to make it a little bit more versatile for myself, I customized the neckline to be the deep V neck, and I changed the sleeves from the long sleeves to a sleeveless style so that I could wear a sweater or something over it if I wanted. So this is a very lightweight and summery kind of dress, and I can totally wear it in the summertime, but I actually had it in mind for wearing as a winter piece. So here is the next piece, the Wayward Fancies Swiss Dot Georgette dress. And the interesting thing about this one is it's another one where the outer material is a little bit lighter and, you know, not opaque. So it does also have a slip layer, but the slip is a totally other separate piece. It's not sewn in or, you know, attached to the dress. So what that means is you could wear it without the dress. I think it would actually be really cute as like a pool cover up sort of thing. You could take the slip and wear it as a slip dress by itself, or you could wear your own other slip or inner layer if you didn't want to wear this one. And honestly, the slip, just the material of it, it's like, it doesn't really have a lot of give, and so it's almost a little bit tight just around my chest. So I mean, it's fine, like I'm comfortable and I can move, but I might consider replacing it with like a slip of my own that fits a little differently if I wanted to. But otherwise, the dress itself, I love the length. It's just like a little below knee length. I did change, again, the sleeves from the long sleeve to the sleeveless, and I changed the neckline to the V-neck, And then it does have a couple buttons down the front just to about here, which is like kind of a pure waist level. Of course, it has the pockets that all the eShakti dresses have. And the one other thing about this is interesting because like I was just saying, the slip is like a little bit tight. The dress itself almost seems a little bit loose or wide. Like if I just took it, you know, if I could get it to be a little more fitted like this, I think it would be like a little bit more flattering. Not that I don't think it looks bad, but it doesn't zip or anything. It just goes right on over your head. So, you know, it probably, if it were a little bit more fitted, I might not be able to do that as easily. So it's fine. The Swiss dot print is sort of, if you're not familiar with that material, you can kind of see it with the light coming through it. So it's just like a little sort of embroidered detail on that top layer. So here it is more as like a summertime thing. Obviously my arms are out, my legs are out. So I'm just gonna switch up a couple things and try to style it more for winter weather. So step one is I just put this kind of long chunky sweater over it. The sweater honestly is almost as long as the dress, but this gives it, you know, an extra chunky warm layer. And now I'm gonna go one step further. So now I've added one more layer of winteriness to it, and I've added these high boots. So really I'm fully covered at this point, honestly, quite warm even in this light little dress. But I think, again, you know, it makes it, it's kind of casual. Obviously with this longer sweater, you know, if you put like a little bit shorter cardigan, or maybe if you belted it or did something more to define the waist, I think that would give it a whole other twist. But, you know, again, it's definitely a summery dress, but this really makes it warm and winter appropriate. So the final piece here for today, this is actually the one that was having the fabric issues, and you wouldn't think they would have had issues with a plain black material, but here we are. So this is the pleat waist cotton knit dress, and I actually didn't change anything from the original style. I kind of went back and forth over, did I want to change the sleeves or did I want to change the length? But in the end, I kept it as it was. So it's kind of a boat neck, a little bit of a cap sleeve, and it's like just above ankle length. And I was thinking, you know, I wanted a longer black dress that it can definitely be dressed up or down, and I could wear it with flats or boots, put things over it, and you know, it would be, again, kind of a nice versatile piece across seasons. All right, before I step back, I just wanted to mention on this dress and the previous one and all the eShakti dresses, they have like a little loop inside each shoulder usually that you can loop around your bra strap to hold it in place, so you don't have to worry about it sticking out into the neckline, which is such a nice feature, especially with some of these kind of wider necks like this boat neck. But I just wanted to mention that nice little feature that they include. So here's the final piece. This was that problematic cotton pleat waist dress, and again, I didn't change anything on this. I didn't customize anything. It has kind of a high boat neckline, which is actually probably like my favorite neckline of theirs, and then a kind of a cap sleeve. Maybe, I don't know if it's exactly a cap, it's like one step after a cap sleeve, but just a very short little short sleeve. The front waistband is defined with kind of a pleated waist, but on the back, hopefully you can see it, but it is sort of like a ruched elastic waist. So it's very, you know, fits very well because it's just elasticy, and you could totally, you know, put a belt or something around it if you wanted to just define it better, but just fit wise, it's going to fit pretty nice just because of the elastic. Of course, it has those pockets, and then the pleats down here. I didn't change the length of the skirt, so I'm not sure what they call this one. Maybe they'll call it like 4 inches above ankle, or just above the ankle or something. It is, you know, I'm wearing it with a heel right now. I still have those boots on, so it's coming down to, again, just above the ankle, but it's just a really nice, simple nicely fitting dress, and the weight of the material is like a little bit heavier. It's sort of like a heavier t-shirt kind of feeling, and so especially with the pockets and with the length of the skirt is like a little bit heavy feeling. So I mean, I wouldn't call it like a summer sundress, but you definitely could wear this year round, and especially, you know, I've got boots on right now with it, so obviously I'm feeling a little more warm and a little more covered up, but you can obviously wear this with any type of footwear, again, to dress up or down. It really is just a good little black base dress. So like I said, I am wearing it with boots currently, but I'm gonna add one more layer to winterize it a little bit more, and we'll take a look at that. So would you look at that, the long sweater's back. Again, I think the long sweater is like a little bit more of a casual look. You could totally wear this with like a cute little jacket, like a little blazer would look really nice with this, or obviously with it being black, you could wear any kind of colored sweater or top, but I think, again, this kind of just gives it one extra layer, covers your arms, and totally makes this winter appropriate. And then I just want to try one other thing with this one. So here it is just with that other gray sweater, just as another example of layering. So, you know, you could even wear it like this and kind of have the black look more like a skirt, just layered under the sweater rather than a whole dress. So I actually really like this look as well, and you could do something cute with the hemline. Obviously you can't tuck it since it's a dress, but there's different ways you can kind of fudge it, where maybe you wear a belt underneath and kind of tuck this under, or you could do something with like a hair tie and kind of tie it up if you wanted to crop it a little bit more or make it a little more fitted, or just you know, like styled looking. But I think that's a pretty good look as well. So let me know what you think, and what would you layer over this plain black dress to style it up for winter. So I hope you found this review helpful. Again, hopefully my story doesn't dissuade you from trying eShakti, because like I said, that was really the first time that I've ever experienced any issues like that. If you do want to give them a try, check out that referral code link for a discount on your first order, and leave me a comment and let me know which pieces you liked or how you would style these. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.